My name is Sarah Kernion, and I am a mother to 3 beautiful and healthy children, and 2 of them have non-speaking autism. I called early intervention in January of 2017. I was already pregnant with my son at the time. They all looked at each other and they said, "This is much more severe than you realize. You need to get in front of a developmental pediatrician immediately." The lens of life that I have chosen to live as a mother with 2 children with non-speaking autism is not easy, but I do believe that in choosing interaction over isolation, it's allowed my story to play out and it's allowed me to become who I'm meant to be, which is an advocate for neurodiversity, an advocate for special needs parenting, but most of all, an advocate for everyone to understand that your journey alone is to become the best version of who you're meant to be. I joke that I have a PhD or dissertation in me talking about what is autism and what is gender and what is sibling rank, because I started to realize that life was not happening to me, it was happening for me. And it's allowed me to stay focused and present on their personal development, to lead them to become who they're meant to be and not think too far ahead. The inchstones versus these milestones that parents are being told are so important are really only based on this bell curve of humanhood. But in choosing to do interacting with the world and having the world see my children, experience them, I believe we come to a better understanding about neurodiversity, sensory experiences, and beyond. Just having conversations around brands, I think it's neat to consider what the vibrancy of the mind might pick up differently with a different neurotype. Is that the visual side of learning is huge. So the more visual aid that can be put into team bonding or in team meetings and such that allow for an understanding of a concept, it goes really far. And with neurodiversity becoming more prevalent, I mean the diagnosis rate for autism is 1 in 36 now. People talk and say, well, how is that so high? I don't believe it's high because there's more kids that are autistic. I think there's a more understanding of what the autistic mind looks like. What hill am I willing to die on for autism, right? Assuming that they're competent, assuming their receptive language is 100%. The adaptability of what neurodiversity can bring, whether it's a competitive advantage as a brand or just as a sensitivity to a coworker that has it. So I want to thank you for having me and let me tell my story, but also for hopefully inspiring you to do the inchstones work on yourself. Don't compare it to anyone else's milestone. You're on your own journey, and that milestone is going to look different for each one of us. Thank you.